Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. 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 Hey! Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. 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 Hey! Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. Doyal tonai hai. Doyal tonai hai. Hey mon doyal tonai hai. Mar ke prema de. Hey mon doyal tonai hai. Mar ke prema de. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. 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 Hey! Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. Ore aparada dure jabe pabe premadan. Ore aparada dure jabe pabe premadan. Vichar tonai hai. Vichar tonai hai. Oh name apara vichar tonai hai. Oh name apara vichar tonai hai. Doyal Nitai Caitanya Nach Amar Man. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. 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 Hey! Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole. Nach Amar Man. Takon Krishna name ruche habe. Gucci be bandan. Takon Krishna name ruche habe. Gucci be bandan. Anuragto habe. Anuragto habe. Hey, gotta get a taste. Krishna name anuragto habe. Krishna name anuragto habe. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole Nach Amar. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole Nach Amar. Nach Amar. Nach Amar. Nach Amar. Nach Amar. Hey! Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole Nach Amar. Tako nanayase sapal habe jivera jivan. Tako nanayase sapal habe jivera jivan. Jivanto miche. Jivanto miche. Krishna rati vina jivanto miche. Krishna rati vina jivanto miche. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole Nach Amar. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole Nach Amar. Nach Amar. Nach Amar. Nach Amar. Nach Amar. Hey! Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole Nach Amar. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole Nach Amar. Eshe Brindabane Radha Shamer Pabe Darshan. Eshe Brindabane Radha Shamer Pabe Darshan. Srila Prabhupada lived through the 1919 pandemic, through the Hong Kong flu, through all the heart attacks he had on the boat, came to America, underwent severe trouble, first year all alone in the snow. But he brought the holy names and the desire to spread Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission all over the world. Then a few people came to the park, started dancing, listening, distributing. They went out to different cities all over the world, back to India, every continent of the world. People began chanting. And before Prabhupada left, he told us, I've put up the framework, and now all of you can fill it in. And now great souls have come from all over the world, born here especially, to push on the Krishna conscious movement. And from right here in Silicon Valley, we've been given our own little palette to fill in with the beautiful, creative hearts of all the devotees. So we're celebrating this day of all the devotees coming back together with great resolve to take full shelter of the process of Krishna consciousness and to give it to every last person here in the Bay Area until everyone from every office building is singing Gaur Kripa Hole Hey, Gaur Kripa Hole Hey, Gaur Kripa Hole Hey, Gaura Kripa Hole Hey, Gaur Kripa Hole Hey, Gaur Kripa Hole Hey, Gaur Kripa Hole Hey, Gaur Kripa Hole Hey, Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole, Nach Amar. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole, Nach Amar. Nach Amar, Nach Amar, Nach Amar, Nach Amar. Hey! Jaya Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Haribo, Haribo, Haribol, Nitai Gaur Haribo. Doyal Nitai Caitanya bole, Nach Re Amar man, Doyal Nitai. Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman, Nachari Armarman. Hey! Nachre Amar man, Nachre Amar man. Go Premanande! Nitai Gaura Haribo, 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 Nitai Gaura Haribo. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. We'll be here all night. Does anybody have any realizations that you want to share from your experience over the last year and a half about up to the second? Where's the microphones? Ooh, they're giving the mic. Devotees online want to hear what you're saying. Just turn it on. Turn on the... Oh. tech over here, please.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
We were missing the energy for last 1.5 year, but today it feels close to what it was before pre-pandemic. So wonderful to come here.
Yeah, it's always going on in the spiritual world. And actually, I think it was a great opportunity for us to test ourselves, to see how we could keep the transcendental vibration going, even if we're packed away somewhere else. Did you all find it to be that way? And how did everybody do? Pretty good, right? Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu. And it's true, though, when we come back, it kind of feels like we went to sleep, came back, things are happening the way they were before. Anybody else want to share something? So there's no eating today, so we have all night. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. I was just thinking in the beginning, when we were all quarantining, I was like, I didn't enjoy it at all, and I really wanted to end very quickly. And now that things are starting to get back to normal or back to how they used to be, it's in some ways I don't want the quarantine part to end, just so because it gave me so much focus and redirection into understanding my priorities and also like my sadhana. And I was just thinking how the mind is so flickering and our desires constantly change. But today being here, I feel so grateful and appreciative of each and every single devotee in this room for making association really meaningful and so special.
Haribol! So first you thought it was weird and then you liked it and now you like it again coming out. It kind of reminds me of what we were talking about yesterday, how Lord Shiva said about devotees. They don't really care what the environment is because they just go on with the same program. Narayana paraksarvena kutashchana bipyati swarga pavarga narakeshu apitulyarta darshina. It's equal to them whatever the external circumstances, heaven, hell, because they're not afraid of the material existence because their only purpose is to go on serving. So it's a nice realization that you're taking away, that once you go in there to that unusual circumstance, you know what to do, and we adjust to it accordingly. You did it. Excellent. Yes, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. The other day when I left the temple, inside the temple, it feels like all your problems and all the material desires in your heart are cleansed. But when you leave the temple, immediately everything starts coming back. Oh, I have to finish this assignment by, tomorrow. I have to finish this assignment by next month. But when you're in the temple, you get the association of the devotees, and Krishna immediately, he cleanses, he removes all the problems. You feel like you're in the spiritual world when you're in the temple and doing kirtan, listening to scripture. So I'm very grateful to be here, and yeah.
Haribo! There's a couple more. Abhay.
When you were talking about how we'll get everyone to chant and then you paused, I still remember that whenever you do that, you say everyone will chant and then you pause and then you start playing kirtan. So when I heard that, like after a year, my head just snapped up and I picked up the karta also. Yeah. After a year, it's still there in the rain. Yeah.
What is that? When we stop and then start again? Oh, Nachar Maman. Right.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. So during pandemic, we had opportunity to read and do all the programs through technology and all that. That was great. But what I felt is having personal association of devotees extra special. That is the biggest realization I had.
Yeah. There's an extra element we miss. I noticed yesterday that a lot of things get done in the hallway here at ISV. Just walking from one end of the temple to another, a lot of ideas come up, deals are brokered. Who else? Yes.
I recently, after sitting in class yesterday and today, I was thinking about how over this last year, my real standard of my bhajan has been really tested because I've been all alone. Because anytime I was like on Zoom, if I received a text message or if I received an email or something, it would be very easy to think that, oh, it's okay, nobody will see. I'll just reply to this text message now. But this time, like, my phone buzzed a couple times in the middle of class today, and I was thinking, like, oh no, now I don't have time for that. I need to. It was like automatic, and it was that automatic feeling. I was realizing that it was such a huge inspiration all of a sudden because I saw the standard that everyone else held themselves to, and that I too need to hold myself to a higher standard if I want to do anything significant with myself. So that it was just a very big aha moment I kept having.
Well, you always think that anyway. But it's true too. And I think we got used to on Zoom culture noticing. It's amazing how, I was thinking how sensitive we are because you can just watch people even when they're muted and you can tell kind of what they're doing. Like I could always tell when two people are secret messaging back and forth because they have their hands are doing something and they got a little smile on their face. And they go, okay, who are they talking to? Oh, I get it. These two are talking. He's like, thanks a lot, guys. But we're very, I can see we're very sensitive. And also, if you just hear, if two people are trying to talk at the same time and they just start, all you have to hear is half a syllable and you know who it is, who is coming in. Anyway, we're very adaptable living entities. Living entities can live in all different types of situations. Just get used to it. We think like this is the new normal, but the material world is so locked down anyway. This is just like a little bit of release from where we were a second ago, but actually the whole world is like that, being locked down in the material body. Can you imagine what it's like to actually give up the whole material conception, all the conditioning, the acquired prejudices that we've taken on for so many lifetimes, to be free from all that? Sarvapati vinirmuktam tapratvena nirmalam rishikena rishikesha sevanam. Just be free to serve with no other encumbrance. Everyone who thinks that's a good idea, please say Hare Krishna. Haribo. Okay, two more. 1, 2.
Hare Krishna. So yeah, when Manisha was talking about how she originally didn't like the pandemic, but then she grew to like it, and now transitioning back to in-person, she feels a little sad about letting it go. I was just thinking about how us human beings are kind of built to recondition ourselves again and again and again, and it's kind of the gift of human life that we can always recondition ourselves and condition ourselves spiritually instead of materially, and it's a gift. And I was also thinking that it's so nice that we were on Zoom, but now we're transitioning back here. So people from all over the world were joining on Zoom. And before we just had Facebook Live and YouTube Live, but now that we also have Zoom, they can join on Zoom and watch our in-person programs and kind of participate, and we can see their faces, which we would have never been able to do if we didn't have the pandemic. But now it's like a nice hybrid mix, so they can join in.
Nice.
I was thinking that even though 1 year of pandemic felt like 10 years of suffering, but it's just so nice, same time coming back. It's now like seeing all the fruits, like kids have grown up so much. It just
what happened?
So much joy to the heart. And also so nice to see the small babies now back in the temple. And it's just like, everything is still going, that I is going to have a lot more kids and a lot more, so much kirtan activities will happen, and they're all dancing and chanting. So I look forward to that vibration. So it's, even though we felt the separation, but we have so much more joy coming our way.
And now we have at least 1,000 more kids in our organization. Haribol. Sachindra Krishna Prabhu, Deepali, and the kids came here at the very, they were determined to come all the way from Illinois just to be part of ISV, and they came in here right during the pandemic, lock, stock, and barrel, right? In December. So We'd like to welcome the whole family for coming. A lot of times people come here because their job changes and they want to come. He changed his job. They changed everything, schools, everything, so that they could come and do service. Main purpose. So we're so deeply touched and happy to have you here. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Anything else? One last thing? Yes. Shamalangi.
So I wanted to say that whatever little service I got today, I felt extra grateful. I don't think I've ever felt like that. I was just praying that this continues, that things should remain, what I felt today.
Dear Srila Prabhupada, dear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Panchatattva, Shri Lakshmi, Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Lakshmi Nrsingadev. If you so desire, please let us always be grateful for our service here. Take advantage, full advantage while we have the opportunity, and try to do something to please Srila Prabhupada and the Parampara. Thank you for considering our request. Om Tat Sat. Everyone agrees with this in part or in whole. Please say Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Gaur Premanande. Vanchakalpadruscha Kripasindhavyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Anantakoti Vaishnaviniki Jai.